Howdy folks, Orbital Drydock here. In this video we're going to finish masking the lower saucer for the Polar Lights 1350th refit Enterprise. I wanted to go over a couple quick things about the surface prep I did on the saucer. It's just 3 coats of white primer. 1 coat of Tamiya Fine White and 2 coats of Duplicolor to give it a nice matte. Other than that, pretty much nothing. No sanding. I didn't even wipe it down after I sprayed the primer. Nothing. I just applied the masks directly on it. These masks will work great on any surface. Gloss, matte, any kind of paint. They're made for solvent paints, so enamel, lacquer, acrylic. I've used pretty much everything with them and haven't had any issues so far in over 2 years of using the material. The key thing to help eliminate edge bleed is keep your masks clean. Don't handle them too much from the underside. Try and keep them free of dirt and debris, any hair, lint, anything like that. And also, when applying these masks, you really need to use the application tool. It's a pressure activated adhesive, so it really doesn't stick down well until you run over it with the tool. When you're putting them on, you can kind of see it. It'll have a light gray look to it in the areas where it's lifted or maybe there's some air underneath. And as you run the tool over it, the masks will actually get darker, kind of letting you know that it's stuck really well to the surface. And I just kind of wanted to use the stark matte white as an example of one of the worst surfaces to mask. You know, glossy surfaces are the ideal for masking anything. It's a nice smooth surface, the adhesive bonds well. They're the best, but I wanted to show that this could be done with just regular old matte white primer and Tamiya pearl white out of a rattle can. That's pretty much it for my spiel. We'll go ahead and get started. folks, here we are at the end. Now that we've got all the mask material removed, we're left with a nicely done lower saucer section. All the Aztec work's taken care of, the cargo hatch panels are painted, phasers, and the BCS thrusters as well. And you get in here and you look at this Aztec work, and it's just really clean, really clear, crispy lines, fine detail, no jagged edges whatsoever. I mean, it just held all these little square features in the lower sensor dome so well. And I hit this stuff pretty hard with Tamiya Pearl White right out of the can, and there's no paint bleed. There's no edge bleed, there's no edge jagginess, nothing but a nice clean paint job. I love this mask material. I've been working with it for around 2.5 years. I use it on all my client builds, all my personal builds, paint mask projects for friends, anything that involves paint masking basically. This is my preferred material. Used it on glossy surfaces, matte surfaces. As you see here, not even all that well prepared surfaces. This is 3 coats of primer white. I let it dry for maybe an hour, put the masks on it, painted the Tamiya Pearl White, let that dry for maybe an hour, you know, well, I guess it was about 2 hours for the Tamiya Pearl White. But I let it get to the point where it wasn't tacky or feeling sticky at all anymore. And then that was when I removed the masks and immediately put all the border masks on for the hatch panels, the phasers, and the thrusters. And when I removed them, nothing came off. You know, I suggest letting it dry for at least 24 hours, or if you can't wait that long, at least 6 to 8 hours, depending on what kind of paint you're working with. But it just shows that this material won't damage your paint even after it's just barely dry. All in all, I think this took about 3 hours, just over a few hours of actual work from start to finish, from when I started weeding and applying the masks, doing the painting, removing the masks, and getting to this finished product. So I'd just like to say thanks to everybody for tuning in and watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope those of you that have gotten the mask are enjoying the masks as well. And again, yeah, thanks from Orbital Drydock, and keep your eyes to the horizon.